Okay, hi guys. We're going to talk about drawing today. This is chapter 6 in your textbook, and there's not too many slides, so I'm just going to get started. We are in a new unit in your book that is all about drawing media. So it'll be drawing and painting and printmaking, and then we'll just keep going. Okay, so when we talk about the drawing process, there are two different kinds of drawing. You could have receptive drawing or projective drawing. And receptive is to capture the physical appearance of something in front of us. So, like, for example, this sketch by Leonardo da Vinci, he was probably looking at a person and drawing what he saw. And then the other type in contrast is called projective. And those are things that only exist in our minds. Maybe it's a vision or something that we imagine. So then also when we look at purposes of drawing, there are three main purposes for drawing. The first one is a notation, a sketch, or a record of something that you see. The second one you may have done if you have art class, and that is a study in preparation for another, usually larger and more complex work of art. So if you were going to paint a mural, you would probably want to have a drawing of it done in advance before you just started painting on a wall. And then the third purpose is maybe the drawing is a complete work of art. Okay. And then we have, oops, sorry, tools and techniques. I know we've learned about this in my class, but you may have learned about it in another art class as well. Hatching, cross hatching, and contour hatching. So hatching would be single lines, a buildup of parallel lines. Cross hatching, they go in two directions, and then contour, they are parallel lines that give the feeling of mass. And then two things that I just want to point out with this when we're talking about drawing and tools is your pencil or whatever media you're using is a tool, but also the quality and the type of paper that you're using in your drawing can have a huge impact on how your drawing looks. And a term that you need to know is the tooth of the paper is the roughness or the surface grain. So if paper has a lot of tooth, it means that it's rougher. Okay, then we move on to there's two different types of drawing media, dry media and wet media. So dry media are things like pencil, which are usually graphite. You might hear people say lead, but now pencils have graphite in them because lead is dangerous. And then we have charcoal, Conte crayon, and pastels. And another thing I just wanted to point out here is you can see both of these the examples that are on the screen. When you're using things like pastel or charcoal, um, it might tend to look a little bit blurrier depending on how the artist renders their drawing. And usually when they're finished, an artist will spray what's called fixative to help seal charcoal onto paper. It's kind of like hairspray, but it's for art. Okay. And then the last one is just called liquid or wet media. And black and brown inks are the most popular, but I guess you could use any color of ink. And then here is um, a drawing by Rembrandt, and this is in your textbook. He sketched quickly a compositional arrangement for a possible painting. So when we go back to the purposes, this was a study in preparation for another more advanced work, almost like a sketch. So that is drawing. That's chapter 6. Make sure you read the text and you check out the online lesson as well. Bye, guys.